Was that something that unlocked something for your players? You feel like that maybe let them play a little freer in the second period?
I mean, first period we played pretty well. We made a mistake on the goal that we gave up. I mean, if you don't make that mistake and you end up 1-0, I mean, you're still feeling pretty comfortable. But I thought overall, especially the first 5-6 minutes, we had good energy. Had our legs moving, had the puck moving, and for about most of the 60 minutes, we were pretty good. Obviously, with a mistake, it's 1-1 now. They got a little excited for a couple of shifts, but the big difference is you're coming in up 2-1 instead of 1-1. And so, in the second period, we played extremely well. We had a lot of offensive zone time, had a lot of chances, created a lot of scoring opportunities, and I mean, from start to finish, it was a good game. I mean, it was a good, complete game, and happy with the way we came out with our energy.
Lacey gets her 100th goal. There's only very select company there. Just what kind of stands out to you just about, now that she's done it, about her journey to 100?
Yeah, I mean, if you dig down, hard days, adversity, real tough lessons that I have to walk through. So for her, she's earned everything that she's gotten, and so I was real excited for her to get what she was able to get today in front of her home crowd. And I think they recognize that too, because the applause and the recognition from them was something that she can take away from here, that she'll have a real unique memory with the relationship that she's developed with the fans and their appreciation for the way she plays and how she makes a contribution, whether it's scoring a goal, blocking a shot, winning a face-off. She's done a great job leading us through this period of time where we needed people to step up, and she certainly stepped up in a big way.
There's been a lot of noise this season, coming in, national champions, the Olympics. What can you say about the team's performance and going through that adversity, hearing all that, but just staying focused and continuing to stay on top?
It hasn't ended. It's still coming. He'll be here next week again too. So, you give the players credit for being focused and keeping the most important thing in front of them, the most important thing, and not letting the distractions or some of the things that went on earlier in the season with some of the injuries to some of our players and people missing. I mean, they've come to practice every day. They've worked hard. This last 3.5 or so weeks, kids' minutes have jumped up and they've responded in a real positive way. So, part of the game's what's between your ears and how I can control that and what can I do to make myself stronger depending on what my situation. Anyway, it's good. It's been good, and it'll continue as we go in the next week or 10 days. And it's a lot like life. I mean, sometimes life isn't easy, and sometimes life is hard for a long period of time. And where's my foundation? What's important to me? What do I want to do individually? What do I want to do for the team? I mean, a lot of things come into play, and the group that we have right now, they've come together. And, out of the 7 games we played, this was one of their best from start to finish.
Kelly hadn't scored in, I think, 6 games tonight. I wonder if you recognized that she knew that, or she knew that, recognized it, and if you saw that in her, and maybe some efforts that she gave today to try and make sure she got one.
Well, yeah, I mean, and the one she got really wasn't very pretty. She didn't shoot it very far. I mean, I did push it and find the back of the net at the end of the period. So, it's almost like if I score that goal, it might not be a pretty one, but it's still a goal, and all of a sudden the weight on my shoulders is released, and then I become a little more free in my play, and then all of a sudden the second one becomes a little easier, and then the third one, and so you're going through a transition time, and the hardest thing to do is to grip the stick and really press at it. And it's easier to talk about, but it's hard to have them go through that. So you got to stay upbeat. You got to stay positive. You might get chances because the next one I get might go in. And so you never know when that's going to happen. But I was happy for her. I was just happy the way the team played, and the energy we had today. So a very positive day. And turn the page, and you got to get ready early on because tomorrow morning comes real quick.
You kind of mentioned this being one of the best 7 of these games that you've played with this group. With your forecheck, the way that you were able to maintain possession, what you thought of just the effort of forcing turnovers on?
It was good. I mean, the second period, we hemmed them in for a lot of the period. But when I say it's one of our better games, it's just a lot of the little things. I mean, our face-offs were good. Not a ton of outnumbered situations, and so generally, as you look at the game and you look at it, and you look at it a little different than I look at it. It's a lot of things that I look at that become important. We did well today. So, and if you do those well, then you get rewarded with maybe some chances, not knowing if they're going to go in or not, but you get those chances. So, a lot of good things, a lot of positive things, but game 34 tomorrow, the last one of the regular season. Hopefully, it's our best.
A lot going into it for
Yep.
you guys. A chance to get another championship, a chance to go to the playoffs the way you want to.
Yeah, so you're fortunate. I mean, a lot of teams would like to be in that situation. We get an opportunity to do that. And, we'll find out tomorrow, and at 1 o'clock we'll know.
All right, next question.
All right, thank you. Yep.
Congrats on the 100 goals. Did you know that? It looked like when you celebrated, you kind of knew that was an important one for you.
Yeah, I did. We were buzzing last weekend and joking around about it as a line, and I hit a few crossbars, and they were like, "Oh, you just wanted to do it at home in front of the home crowd." So definitely had that in the back of my mind, but it's really all about like the team and playing together, and we did a great job of that today.
You get that at 100, but then you get the hat trick. What does today just feel like for you?
Yeah, it was a really fun game to play in. I think we played a complete game. We played 60 minutes. They came out pretty hard in the first period and gave us some competition there, and we were able to get over that lump and just work hard, and it showed up on the scoreboard today for us.
Did you feel the love? Especially after the hat trick.
Yeah, I mean, my teammates, they've been so supportive, and it was great to have that moment and celebrate it with them.
Have you had an opportunity to just look at the list of the other 3 who have reached that 100-goal mark here, Hillary, Grant, Megan, and think about your place alongside them in a very, very small list here?
Yeah, I mean, those 3 are girls that I've looked up to since I was a little kid, and I've had the honor to play with 2 of them, and they've just been such big inspirations for me as a Badger, and just throughout my hockey career. So it's really cool to be on that short list with them, and yeah.
It's not every day where you have a linemate who scores four goals, and we're here talking about you, right? But Kelly, and just kind of you've seen the jump she's made, particularly over year 2, year 3. What about her game has improved the most over the last 2 seasons?
I just think she's never satisfied. Her freshman year, I don't think she was too happy about her playing time. I mean, she scored some big goals there, but you could see that jump that she took over the summer. Immediately when she got back to campus, it was a totally different game, and she just continues to grow and build, and she does have a knack for scoring. She's gets in those dirty areas and is a big body, so she can put pucks in the net from anywhere, and you saw that today. Some dangles, some dirty goals, and Yeah, it's a good day when she's getting pucks to the net, and it's a good day when they're going in.
She can really whip the puck off her backhand. And she looked like that one of those ones she scored was just a real hard like snap that not a lot of players probably can do.
Yeah, no, she has a really good backhand. She's scored a lot of backhand goals in her career. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she's probably one of the only female hockey players I know that can lift it up one-handed on her backhand. I definitely can. It goes like this on the ice. So I think it's something that she's worked on a lot. So it's great to see that hard work pay off.
We've got the last game of the regular season tomorrow. There's one game left. There's the only game going on tomorrow. And I'm sure you guys know what's at stake, right? In terms of wrapping up the championship and going into the playoffs on the right note. How focused in on that are you guys for tomorrow?
Yeah, it's definitely something that we have in the back of our minds. We know the stakes, and it would be a great cap to the season to come out the same way we did today. We know St. Cloud's going to push. They're not just going to roll over. So we just need to bring a little bit more intensity, try to be 1% better than we were today. And if that's the case, we're going to come out with the win tomorrow and going to come out with that regular season title.
Lacey, congrats.
Thank you.
For your game today to get that hat trick and then an extra one on top of it.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't like thinking about like too far ahead or anything, and so I just saw it was loose, and I knew we didn't have a lot of time, so I just decided to go for it and then try to sell it a little bit, and hopefully we got the goal, and so we did. But it was just like a great effort from the entire power play unit to just grind and know how much time is left. It was like a really smart play by us, and so. Honestly, I didn't really think about it too much. It gave, a little bit of confidence. Nice to get the monkey off the back a little bit, but it was just kind of going harder than that.
Were you waiting for everyone else to celebrate? Where's the
Yeah,
horn? Where's the,
a little bit.
Where's the cheering? What?
I saw the ref, and he was pointing for a goal, and so I was like, okay, like guys, we got to like sell it a little bit, like we scored. And so waiting a little bit, and then the horn went off, and then I was like, okay, like we got the goal. And so and I looked at the clock, and it was like 0.7 seconds. I was like, whew, close call.
Just today in general, though, did it feel like once you got the one, the weight on the back was less for you, and that kind of really got going?
Yeah, in some sense, more I was just trying to like shoot the puck more. That's something I've been kind of working on, but I don't know. I wasn't really like watching my points or really paying attention to how many goals I score. More just trying to make good plays and do the little things right. But I mean, I'd just say like all the goals were just like great efforts from like our line and from other girls. Like, I mean, Lacey keeping the puck in and Cassie forechecking hard. Like, I just happened to be in the right place at the right time for those. So, yeah, just not really like overthinking it or trying to, have point night or something like that.
When you go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna ask about obviously, today set you up for tomorrow, and I guess I'm just wondering kind of what's, your thoughts on the opportunity that, you and as some of your teammates call the B squad.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about tomorrow?
Honestly, just focusing on like winning the hockey game. Like it's gonna feel like playoff hockey, where you just have to do the little things right to kind of just get some momentum going. But we want that trophy. We know like what's at stake, and so the B squad will be ready to go. We've done such like a great job like with our Olympians gone and been able to hold down the fort. So we're just one game away from a trophy, and so we don't want to let it slip through. Yep.
Lacey. Is there anything beyond like what we can see? Obviously, her numbers over the last couple of weeks really jumped off the page. But beyond just what we see in the public, has there been anything extra from her that you've noticed that you as a team have really taken to heart?
Well, I think just like with her getting the C was like so well deserved, and that just didn't start when the girls left. Like that was all the way back in September and in the summer too, like when she's training with us. And so she's just been a leader throughout the entire season, somebody that everybody looks up to for just leadership as the game goes on. You can see it like when we're winning. I think we were playing Minnesota, and like she's still out there blocking shots on the penalty kill, and like she just like wants to win so badly, and it's just like we just joke and we're like she's a Badger. Like she just like loves, playing with us, and we love playing with her, and we just like look up to her in so many ways, and then she just leads us and, does all the little things, not a selfish bone in her body.
How much have you worked on your backhand the last couple of years? Because the second goal you score, really, I mean, you're fighting off a player and you'll kind of get the torque all the way back to the goalie's other side.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was like a real, like, you had to have a lot of strength in your wrist on that.
Yeah, I'd say I've been working on. I broke my wrist like when I was like a U14, and so I broke my left one. So all I had was my top hand to like stick handle for a while, and so I would work on like one-handed shots and stuff, and so that really helped build my strength on my right hand, and so that kind of helped my backhand a little bit. But honestly, like I haven't been thinking about like too much more, just kind of like when I'm like messing around in practice or just kind of going by, I'll just throw some backhand. So, but Paulie, our strength coach, gets us in the weight room and builds us up from there. So that definitely helped.
All right, thanks, Scott.
Awesome, thank you.